Okay, so they talk a little bit about lotteries and what your chances are of winning the lottery. I heard the other day you have a chance, just as good a chance as getting struck by lightning as by winning the lottery, type thing. So we can figure that out. Like, we're going to do an example here in a minute, like what the probability is of winning the lottery. But one thing they point out, and it's kind of interesting, even though the odds might not be very good, usually somebody wins the lottery, right? Like, I know the other day it was nobody'd won it for a while and it was getting to be this like huge amount, but somebody always wins at some point. Okay, that's the way it seems. Okay, so in this example, it explains the Powerball, which I don't really know anything about lotteries, but it says the Powerball is a multi-state lottery played in most U.S. states. It's the first lottery game to randomly draw numbers from two drums. So apparently they have one drum that has all these balls in it. They're going to pick a number out of there, five numbers, and then they have another drum that has the red balls in it. And they're going to pick a number out of there. Okay, so the game is set up so that each player chooses five different numbers from 1 to 69 and one Powerball number from 1 to 26. So if this is, well, it's going to tell you in a minute. Twice per week, white balls are drawn randomly from a drum with 69 white balls. Okay, so you have the white drum that has the white balls in it. Okay, and there are 69 of those. And then one red Powerball is drawn randomly from a drum with 26 red balls. So here's the red balls here, and there are 26 of them. Okay? A player wins the jackpot by picking all five numbers drawn from the white balls. Order doesn't matter. And the one red Powerball. Okay, so you got to match all five white balls and you have to match the one red ball. Okay, so with one $2 Powerball ticket, what's the probability of winning the jackpot? Jackpot. So you go down, you buy a ticket, you pick your numbers, and you're going to see if you win. Okay, so the first part is, well, what's the event? What's the probability of winning, right? So there's one chance of winning. You have to match everything exactly. So you have to have picked all the white numbers and the red ball. You had to pick all those numbers to match exactly. So that's I'm sorry, I wrote that wrong. The probability of the event is n of e divided by n of s. Okay, so the probability of the event is 1. I mean, not the probability. How many ways can it occur? One way. There's only one way it can occur. You have to pick all the right numbers. Okay. Now, how many ways are there to pick the numbers, though? That's the question. The question is, what's the sample space? Okay, so you're going to pick the white balls, and that's a combination because order doesn't matter. So there are 69 choices and you're choosing 5 of them. Okay, so if you go back and you look up the combination formula, it's going to be 69 factorial over 64 factorial, 5 factorial. Now, if I count that down, I probably don't have enough room if I do it this way. 67, 66, 65. There it goes. 65. Well, see already, you can't see it. 69, 68, 67, 66, 65, 64 factorial. Okay, that's as far as we're going. 64 factorial, and then you have 5 times 4 times 3 times 2 times 1. You can use your combination button if you have that on your calculator as well. It'll be a lot easier. Okay, 64 factorial cancels. 5 goes into 65 13 times. 3 times 2 is 6. That goes in here 11 times. And 4 goes into 68 17 times. Okay, when I multiply those numbers, I get 1, 1, 2, 3, 8, 5, 1, 3. Okay, that's for choosing all the white balls. That's a combination problem. But now for the red ball, well, there are 26 choices, right? So I need to multiply this number times 26. Okay, so let's go times 26. And I get, this is going to be the total here. 292201338. That's how many different ways there are to pick those numbers. So 292,201,338. So you have a 1 in 292,201,338 chance. Okay, that's how many there are. And I think I did this on a calculator and I got it's 0.00, I think there are 8 zeros. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 3. That's your chance. That's your probability as a decimal. Okay. Sometimes it's easier to think of it this way though. Um, so, but you could win, right? Somebody's always going to win. But the chances aren't really great that you're going to win buying one ticket. Now, that's why I don't buy a lottery ticket. But if you bought more lottery tickets, like 5,000 tickets, your chances would be better. It'd still be not great, but it'd be better. Okay, there you go.